Will the Kansas City Chiefs win another Super Bowl this year? The Kansas City Chiefs have been a dominant force in the NFL, with quarterback Patrick Mahomes, head coach Andy Reid, and a talented roster leading them to three Super Bowl victories in the past 6 years: 2020, 2023, and 2024. As the 2025-26 NFL season progresses, fans and analysts are asking, can the Chiefs win another Super Bowl this year? Let's break down the factors that could determine their chances of hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy in Super Bowl X on February 8, 2026, at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The case for the Chiefs: 1. Patrick Mahomes. The X Factor Patrick Mahomes, at just 29 years old, is already a three-time Super Bowl MVP and widely regarded as one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. His ability to make clutch plays, extend drives with his legs, and deliver precise passes under pressure makes him a nightmare for opposing defenses. In the 2024-25 season, Mahomes threw for 3,928 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions, while adding 307 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. His playoff performances are even more impressive, with a 4-0 record when trailing at the start of the fourth quarter in postseason games. As long as Mahomes is healthy, the Chiefs are a legitimate threat. 2. Coaching excellence. Head coach Andy Reid, a future Hall of Famer, has a 45-game playoff resume, the most of any coach in NFL history. His innovative play calling and ability to adjust game plans mid-match have been crucial to Kansas City's success. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo also deserves credit for building a top-tier defense, ranked fourth in scoring defense, 19.2 points per game in the 2024-25 regular season. Reid's experience and Spagnuolo's defensive schemes give the Chiefs an edge in high-stakes games. 3. Roster strength. Despite their Super Bowl LIX loss to the Philadelphia Eagles 40-22, the Chiefs remain a well-rounded team. Tight end Travis Kelce, another future Hall of Famer, led the team with 97 catches for 823 yards in 2024-25, proving he's still a reliable target. The addition of speedy rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy has bolstered the passing game, while running back Isaiah Pacheco provides a physical presence on the ground. Defensively, pass rusher Chris Jones, ranked third in pass rush win rate among interior defenders, anchors a unit that recorded 10 sacks in the 2024-25 postseason. 4. Recent moves in draft strategy. After falling short of a historic three-peat, the Chiefs have been proactive in upgrading their roster. In free agency, they signed offensive tackle Jalen Moore, running back Elijah Mitchell, and cornerbacks Christian Fulton and Robert Rachel, among others. With 8 picks in the 2025 NFL Draft, including the 31st overall pick and 2 third-rounders, General Manager Brett Veach is targeting key needs like pass rusher, offensive tackle, and a dynamic running back to complement Pacheco. Mock drafts suggest additions like Missouri wide receiver Luther Burden III or Texas A&M defensive tackle Shamar Stewart, which could address critical weaknesses exposed in the Super Bowl loss. 5. Motivation and dynasty status. The Chiefs' 15-2 record in the 2024-25 regular season, including an 11-0 mark in one-possession games, shows their resilience. The sting of the Super Bowl IX blowout could fuel their drive to reclaim the title. Kansas City has reached the AFC Championship game every year since Mahomes became the starter in 2018, winning 3 Super Bowls in that span. Their championship DNA and experience in big games make them perennial contenders. The challenges ahead: 1. Super Bowl LIX wake-up call. The Chiefs' 40-22 loss to the Eagles exposed vulnerabilities. The offense managed just 23 yards and 0 points in the first half, with Mahomes taking 6 sacks, fumbling once, and throwing 2 interceptions. The pass rush, a strength in the regular season, was ineffective against Philadelphia's offensive line, highlighting the need for younger, more explosive defensive linemen. These flaws can't be ignored, and the Chiefs must address them to compete with elite teams. 2. Stiff competition. The NFL is loaded with contenders for Super Bowl LX. In the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills, and Cincinnati Bengals pose significant threats. The Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off their dominant Super Bowl win, remain a powerhouse in the NFC, alongside the Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers, and Washington Commanders. The Chiefs' plus 750 odds to win Super Bowl LX fourth best in the NFL, per Fox Sports, reflect a competitive field, with only an 11.8% implied probability of victory. 3. Offensive line concerns. Mahomes was sacked 36 times in the 2024-25 regular season, the most in his career, and 5 more times in the playoffs. The Chiefs benched 3 different left tackles before moving left guard Joe Thuney to the position, indicating instability. Right tackle Jawan Taylor's contract situation could lead to his release in 2026, saving $20 million but creating another hole. Drafting or developing a reliable tackle is critical to protecting Mahomes. 4. Running game limitations. While Pacheco is a solid starter, the Chiefs' rushing attack lacks a complementary piece. Kareem Hunt led the team with 728 yards and 7 touchdowns in 2024-25, but no other back stepped up consistently. Mahomes accounted for 72.5% of the team's offensive yards last season, the highest share of any NFL quarterback. Adding a dynamic running back in the draft could balance the offense and reduce the burden on Mahomes. 5. Defensive depth. The Chiefs' pass rush struggled in Super Bowl LIX, and their defensive tackle group lacks young talent. With only 5 defensive tackles on the roster, none on rookie contracts, Kansas City needs to invest in the trenches. The secondary, while improved with free agent signings, will face challenges against high-powered passing attacks like those of the Bengals or Bills. Betting odds and expert predictions. As of April 30th, 2025, the Chiefs have plus 700 to plus 800 odds to win Super Bowl LX, trailing teams like the Eagles, Ravens, and Bills on some sportsbooks. DraftKings gives them a 12.5% chance of winning, while FanDuel lists them at plus 750. Their odds to win the AFC West minus 125 and AFC Championship plus 340 reflect confidence in their divisional and conference dominance. However, experts are split on their chances. Some point to Mahomes' clutch factor and Reid's coaching as reasons to bet on Kansas City, while others argue that the Eagles' superior roster and the AFC's depth make a Chiefs victory less likely. Fan sentiment posts on X show strong belief in the Chiefs' potential. Fans and analysts have cited Mahomes' leadership, Reid's play calling, and the team's playoff pedigree as reasons they could three-peat or at least return to the Super Bowl. However, after the blowout loss to Philadelphia, some fans expressed relief, noting that a lopsided defeat might force the franchise to address roster flaws rather than run it back with the same group. The verdict: the Chiefs have a strong chance to compete for Super Bowl X, thanks to Mahomes' brilliance, Reid's coaching, and a talented core. Their 15-2 record last season, 9 straight AFC West titles, and 10 straight playoff appearances prove they're built for sustained success. However, the Super Bowl IX loss exposed areas for improvement, particularly in the offensive line, running game, and defensive front. With strategic draft picks and free agent additions, Kansas City can address these weaknesses and remain a top contender. Predicting a Super Bowl win is tough in a league as competitive as the NFL. The Chiefs plus 750 odds suggest they're among the favorites, but not the clear frontrunners. If Mahomes plays at his peak, the defense maintains its regular season form, and the front office bolsters the roster, Kansas City could absolutely return to the Super Bowl and win their fourth title in 7 years. For now, their chances hinge on execution, health, and a bit of that Mahomes magic that has defined their dynasty. Sources: ESPN, Fox Sports, The Athletic, DraftKings, FanDuel, CBS News, and posts on X. Chiefs still kings of the jungle, analyzing Mahomes' continued dominance and his ability to elevate the entire team. Examining the offensive firepower surrounding Mahomes, highlighting the key players and their contributions, discussing the Chiefs' impressive track record, referencing their recent Super Bowl victories and playoff appearances, challenges on the horizon, assessing the strength of the AFC West, recognizing the rise of the Chargers and the Raiders' potential, analyzing the Chiefs' defensive vulnerabilities, highlighting areas that need improvement, discussing potential roster gaps and the need for strategic acquisitions to bolster the squad, off-season moves, building for another run, examining the Chiefs' recent draft picks, analyzing their potential impact and fit within the team, discussing key free agent additions and their ability to fill crucial positions, assessing the impact of potential departures and their implications for the upcoming season. Looking ahead, the road to another Super Bowl, identifying the Chiefs' biggest threats in the AFC and how they might overcome them, analyzing their schedule, highlighting key matchups and potential stumbling blocks, predicting the Chiefs' regular season record and their chances of making it back to the Super Bowl final verdict. Chiefs prospects for 2025 providing a definitive answer to the question of whether the Chiefs can win another Super Bowl. Summarizing the team's strengths, weaknesses, and potential for success, concluding with a passionate and engaging call to action, encouraging viewers to share their predictions and engage in the discussion.